Check. Here we go. So, let's jump into it. I'm in my little cave base for now, and I'm going to be mining, and I kind of want to explore. I kind of want to get out of this a little bit. So, let's go ahead and put a door if we can, and clean this up a bit, make it so it's easy to go outside in my custom world. And while we're doing this, I wanted to talk about something that's rougher, right? And that's failure. Failure is this thing that we try to avoid, right? It kind of sucks to fail. And I get that. I failed a lot in my life. Hated the failures. But I've learned so much more in my years that failure can be more than you thought. Let's just start at the beginning. When it comes to failure, I've failed in careers. I failed out of college. I failed at being a pilot. Literally, I got in a motorcycle accident, broke my back and my arm, and that you don't come back from that. I was the kid that is 7 years old, knew what he wanted to do. I wanted to be a pilot. I dreamed of F-18s. That was what I wanted. You know, this was before Top Gun or any of that got introduced. I just knew. I saw planes and I saw pilots. That's what I was going to be. And I could never do it. I could not join the military. I could not do anything that would allow me to get my dreams. I failed. And what's wild... Oh, there's a witch over here, huh? That's what that sound was earlier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my head on a swivel. Like, even though I failed, right? And there's also coal down here? Okay, cool. So even though I failed, I ended up accomplishing more than I could ever dream. And even in the failure of like dropping out of college, I ended up succeeding in my career I never thought I could at. I ended up doing sales and, you know, being an engineer and traveling around the world, all without having the background that you thought you would find. What was crazy is going to bases and things like that and working with pilots, like my goal in life, and these people looked at me and said, I wish I was you. Which is wild to think. I ended up walking from failure into a version of success I never thought of. Somehow life can work out in ways that you never would dream. And it was beautiful to see it play out because it felt rough at the time. But I didn't give up. I just gave up on the thing that I was shooting for. I always wanted this thing, right? I wanted to be a degreed engineer. I wanted to, you know, get my pilot's license. I wanted to be in the military. I wanted to fly fighter jets, and none of that happened. Instead, I got so much more, which is wild to think. Every failure that had happened in my life actually turned into some of the greatest success. I started a business, and I failed. Ironically, the failure had taught me so much that I carried it in my career and it made it into massive amounts of success. Kind of wild to think, right? And maybe it's because they weren't really failures. Now, I don't want to be that guy that this level looks so freaking cool. Even at night, this is kind of neat. But that witch was over there in that cave and kind of looking at us and stuff. So I'm just going to mine in here until we get some sunlight in the morning. Kind of boring. I kind of wish we had a bed and could just sleep through this. That's going to be like the goal for tomorrow. So in the failures, though, I don't want to be the guy that says, like, every failure is just a learning lesson. No, that's ridiculous. Sometimes you just fail, right? And you just need to move past it because there's no point to dwell, is what maybe you could lean on. But it also wouldn't be bad to say you learned the lesson from it. And the biggest lesson that maybe you learned was that I was willing to try. How many people didn't even get up that morning? And you might have spent weeks working at it. How many people gave up when the first obstacle showed up? And you might have committed to say, I'm going to win. And the best part is also when you lose. That's the wild thing to say. It's not just a matter of you fought and said, I'm going to win, and then you win. You know what's amazing is also the person that says, I'm going to fight and I'm going to lose. I know this is not winnable. I don't care. I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to fight like I'm the person that will win this battle because I'm the one that got up today to do this, and I'm going to do it. And something awesome about that person, it's not that they're the underdog, it's that they know they're the underdog. They know there's no way they can beat this, and they fight through it anyways. And that mentality, that kind of failure, it's hard to define it as a failure after. I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot. I was going to flight school before I had a driver's license. You know, I wanted to put my foot forward, and I'm grateful my parents were willing to commit with me. They tried with me. They helped pay for some of my flight school. I was working to pay for hours. And I know someone doing the same today. They feel like they're failing. I laugh. It's actually really funny. I still work in this industry, and I'm kind of looked up to. And a close friend of mine trying to get their license because they're younger in their career. And I look at them, I'm like, get it. Oh, you failed that class? I saw you working. I see you fighting hard. I see what your energy level is, the commitment. You're going to do this. You just don't even know it yet. You're going to be successful. And being a pilot's tough, by the way. It's really easy to find out that you can fail at medical, but in truth, they committed through the hard things. And I'd have confidence they're going to make it. Even better is when you find yourself committed. You put yourself forward. You know that you might win, you might lose, but you took the risk. And that's where the beauty of failure comes in. Sometimes you know you're going to win, and you might fail. What's really amazing is when you come out on the other side of it, knowing you came out a different person. Failure's not the end. Not for you.